Knockout is finally being reworked to almost universal praise. I don't really do the pure slugging thing on my channel that so many other people do, because it's just not the type of playstyle that I like. But I thought as a last hurrah for the perk, I could show off a little bit of how you would play with Knockout for a pure slugging playstyle and even for just kind of like a slugging hybrid playstyle, just to kind of show off why the perk and why the playstyle is so hated by people. Knockout hides the auras of survivors who are down by basic attacks from survivors who are far away, meaning if those survivors aren't paying attention when that survivor goes down, they will struggle to find their down teammate. It'll also slow the down survivors' crawling and recovery speeds. Sloppy Butcher slows the healing speed of survivors and makes survivors lose all healing progress if that heal is interrupted. Because we won't be hooking, survivors will be spending extra time healing each other, as it's their best way to slow down our slugging plan. Surge will damage all generators around a survivor when we down them with a basic attack. Our normal game plan will generate a massive amount of downs over and over as survivors pick up the slugs and we re-slug them, which will cause this perk to shotgun nearby generators to death. Save the best for last is our final perk, getting a stack every time we injure a survivor, lacking the little entity clause marking them as our obsession, and losing 2 stacks whenever that obsession is injured. The more stacks we have, the shorter the cooldown between our attacks will be, making us very dangerous when survivors go for the pickups of their down teammates. Our killer will be the Doctor. Normally a fairly weak killer, he excels at this game plan. His short-range zap stops survivors from interacting with windows or pallets, while his larger static blast will show us where nearby survivors are hiding. However, his biggest strength though is that survivors will grow in madness as we zap them. At Tier 3 madness, survivors will need to do a snap out of it action to go back to Tier 1, and until they do so, they cannot pick up any other survivor. Keeping survivors in high tiers of madness will slow the game down tremendously. Tier 3 madness survivors will also scream repeatedly, making tracking them very easy when they're on the ground, since they cannot snap out of it while incapacitated. For add-ons, we're going to be using Restraint to make tracking survivors easier, along with extra range to make our zaps very easy to do. Time for the games. Make sure you stick around after them, as we'll be discussing whether or not reworking this perk will kill the slugging playstyle. Alright, Leary's Memorial. This is the Doctor's map, and he's kind of decent on it. Okay, so I'm doing a pure slugging playstyle here. This is definitely outside of my normal playstyle, so I need to be a little bit more focused than normal, I think. The pure slugging playstyle is pretty strong, so I'm thinking it will work out pretty well. That being said, it's been a while since I played the Doctor, so I'm a little bit rusty. So anyway, our static blast shows us where it looks like 3 of the characters are. There was one person there somewhere, I don't know where they went though. Let's head back over here where the other 2 that I saw were. Let's see, I'm not seeing any scratch marks or anything. Generally speaking on this map, you're going to want to keep pressure in the main area here. Mostly by the center area there. I swear I saw somebody there. Oh, there's somebody right on the left. Because this area here is very hard for survivors to handle when it's a 3-gen. Getting a strong pallet out of here. Usually when I play Doctor, I will try to keep more pallets down than break them right away. But I think if we're playing a slugging play style, we're going to want to exhaust as many resources from them as we can. Oh, the window's on this side. That's a little odd. I don't see that very often. Usually get the window on the far side there, but it's open here instead. Interesting. Not much we can do for this area here. I will keep that down and see if maybe I can do something with it. No, never mind. It's just going to go down. Then I'll break it. She was trying to loop the whole way around this room here. We could shut that down with our static blast. You kind of see here's already the strength of slugging, right? You down someone and then you just immediately leave. You don't have to stay there and pick them up and carry them to the hook. So it's a nice little advantage. So for knockout, one thing that I hear a lot about knockout is that it's not very useful when people are playing with their friends, right? Because you're playing with your friends, it doesn't matter as much that the aura is hidden, because you can just call out your position, right? You can say, oh, I'm, by the tractor, or I'm by the main gen. And that is true, but one thing that it does very well is it slows down the pickup. Because even though they have to call it out, and even though they have to get in position for it, just not being able to see it right away will slow down the pickup slightly. And when you're talking a game where we're getting so much of a huge time advantage just by not having to actually pick up and hook, even a couple of seconds delay can actually make a big difference. And unfortunately, I didn't get a zap there in time to stop her, so I'm gonna let her run off for a minute. We'll switch targets here. We've got 3 people that are tier 3 right now, which is nice. Let's see how this Leon is going to handle this. He's just going to leave the area. Let's see, I'm going to leave that pallet down. Oh, I don't think I can get this in time. Ah, what a shame. This is a strong pallet though, so I'm happy to get rid of it. If he heads back to that pallet there, we can stop him from vaulting. He's just going to leave, yeah. Probably the smart choice. Doctor's kind of a unique killer because leaving pallets down can be strong with him, but at the same time you can't you can't hit over the pallet. So you have to be very careful which loops you're going to keep up and which ones you're going to shut down. Okay, he doesn't have much in this area here. Oh, he does have this here. It's on the other side, which is why we left it down. We're going to break it now, though, and we're going to leave him on the ground. That surge hit 3 gens, it looked like. So we're already getting great value from that. Is this the Fang? No, this is the Claudette. Oh, I thought I was holding a sprint burst. I don't know what she's doing. We'll get her up to tier 3. Yeah, Claudette, that's fine. You're going to give up already? No? Okay, well, whatever. More surge value there. We're up to 6 stacks of Save the Best for Last. Ooh, and here's the chain. Okay, yeah, the Claudette's given up. First DC. We're going to see a lot of that, I'm sure. There's very little downside for survivors to just give up and DC. So when you play a playstyle like slugging, survivors will be ones to quit pretty quick. Oh, she's right here too? Oh, okay, this game's over. Yeah, there's another DC right there. We're gonna get a couple of zaps here. I like to get people to tier 3 just to find them easier when they're slugged. Just for all the screaming. And just in case she unhooks herself. Which is a possibility. Because I am not actually going to make them all bleed out. I'm going to pick them up and hook them once they're all down like this. And here's the last one. So yeah, that was a very fast match. And because I don't have to worry about people trading off the hook, have to run back and forth, kick a bunch of gens. I mean, if you can get the snowballing going, the game just ends. It's very easy. Unless the chain pulls herself off the hook, because of course she does. I don't know what she's going to do, though. This is the bot, which isn't particularly exciting. I did already break this pallet. I didn't break this pallet, though. Oh, yeah, she's dead. Well, it does mean we get the Mori in. Just gotta sit here and wait for a minute for the Claudette to die. There you go. Hold on, we're coming. And there we go. Nice and easy. Yeah, they brought some decent items. Flashlight doesn't matter because we're not going to pick up. Those toolboxes were strong, but we couldn't use them. I just had too much momentum. Oh well. Coldwind Farm. Nice big open map over here. Okay, so the last game that I played with the doctor, I did a pure slugging, leave him on the ground. I'm going to do like a bit of a hybrid game this time, I think. I'm going to play mostly normal, but I will do a little bit extra slugging just when it's advantageous. There's two over here, so we're going to pressure this area, so it's going to slow down multiple people. Also going to do our best to try to get people in the tier 3, keep them there. What was I saying? Yeah, so we're not going to do like pure 100% slugging for this particular game. But I just want to contrast the difference here and see if knockout makes a big difference with that. Okay, here's our first down. We'll put him up on a hook nice and quick. I got to keep in mind that Jeff is our obsession, so we're going to try to avoid him if possible. If we find him right away, I only have 2 stacks to lose, but if we have like 7 or 8 stacks, I will hold off before chasing him. Zap. Okay, so someone on this gen, someone on presumably that other gen to my right. This is the Meg, perfect. And I think I just saw Jeff off to my right there too. So gotta keep that in mind. Let's see where she's going. I think she's just holding W. Just running as far as she can. Yeah, she's not even bothering to loop. I'm still not entirely used to like how they changed the interior of this farmhouse right here. I mean, it's not bad. It's certainly better than before when it was just like a big dead space, but I don't know. I'm kind of nostalgic for the old one. I guess I'll hook her real quick. There was a scream. Yeah, I just saw them run that way. Right in front of me. Let's see if there's anybody else in this area. Just him. Yeah, buddy. I'm not gonna let you do that. In fact, yeah, you know what? I'm leaving it on the ground. This is a perfect opportunity to slug a little bit. Okay, this is the Jeff. I think we've got too much momentum right here. I know I don't want to waste my stacks, but I think it's worth it. Yeah, and he messed up here. This should be a free hit. He'll make it to the pallet. He doesn't drop the pallet? Oh, that's so greedy, Jeff. What are you doing? Put him up on the hook. Nattle's still on the ground. Okay, he's just got up, so we know where he is. Let's get everybody's madness up a bit. Okay, all 3 of them are here. Yeah, I mean, if you want to be hooked that badly. I guess you're DCing too. Yep, that's what, our 3rd DC now? Ay. Okay, let's see if we can intercept this here. I don't think we can stop it in time. In fact, somebody right here. Yeah, you're injured. You're just going to stay down. Let's go see if we can end this game. We know where the 2 of them are if they're healing. Sloppy Butcher's going to put in some work. Okay, they are healing. Perfect. I'm happy she's taking hits here. At least my save the best for last is happy. And yeah, this is the exact type of loop you can shut down with the doctor. You gotta be a little bit careful. Yeah, because I don't have discipline on one of his add-ons. So my zaps have to be extra perfect, unfortunately. Yeah, I got her here though. Pick her up. Oh, what am I doing picking up? I should be slugging here. Oh well. Put her on the hook. We know where the other guys are, all in the same central area. We've got our static blast back up again. Oh, wow, okay. Never mind. They all just made good distance. Yeah, this guy here wants to die. Well, I'll be happy to oblige. Oh, new plan. Now, we are in great shape this game. Like, we are clearly dominating. That being said, look how much longer it's taking, because I'm taking the time to, like, actually hook some of these survivors. Oh, there's another DC. Yeah, I probably should have just been hard slugging right from the start here. He is running this... Oh, he's running away. See, he's not running this one correctly. But it's a bot, so I don't know what I'm presuming here. Just get him out of the game. Okay, let's head back towards this area here. You'll notice that I like to kind of like stagger my static blast a little bit. Sometimes survivors, they'll try to dodge your static blast by jumping in a locker. And because there's a global sound that your static blast makes when you start to make it. So if you kind of like taper it a little bit, keep doing it over and over again, some survivors will just jump out of a locker at that point and then get zapped. I'm not seeing anybody over here. Maybe I should have been putting more effort into keeping people in tier 3 just to get those more screams going so we can hear them. Okay, well, I just saw a crow fly up. Yeah, there's some scratch marks. Hello, Sable. Got 8 stacks to save the best for last. She's just running. Man, I love save the best for last. It's such a strong perk. Ooh, the panic pre-drop over here. It actually works out well for us. Because she's not going to be able to vault this if we zap her correctly. Okay, well, we missed that one, but we still got it, so I'll take it. That's the Jeff here coming in for the save. Get him up a tier. He's tier 3 now. We also know no one else is around here, so I don't know where the Meg is exactly. Oh, he doesn't take the window. Okay. You know, come to think of it, I'm not actually sure how the blindness status effect from Knockout affects bots. Because you would assume that a computer would know where like the other survivors are at all times, right? But maybe it's programmed in there to maybe like suppress the bot knowledge of the teammates if they're not in a close enough area. Or I don't know, maybe they're still running in the same general area where they went down and then they'd see it. I don't know. Probably just doesn't work. Now I gotta respect Dead Art here. He's gonna vault, so it's fine. That grab was extra nice too, because it saved us 2 more stacks to save the best for last. See anybody nearby? There's somebody. Good old trusty bot back on the generator. Okay, the Sable does go and get the unhook. Guess I shouldn't be too surprised. Oh, I got caught there on the corner for a second. No way I can stop that. Going back towards the hill again, so we should be able to get it down right here. Let's head back to the opposite side. They're probably resetting over here. Oh, they're both back over here. Okay. It makes sense for them to reset the Jeff there. Just to hurt my save the best for last a bit. That should stop her from vaulting. We'll put her up on a hook. In fact, I'm going to carry her kind of towards these other characters. We did just see the Dr. Aura. Thanks from my add-on here. Let's see. Okay, Jeff does get to pick up in time. We'll give him a little love tap there. You know, I am impressed with these guys' tenacity. You know, they're really giving it their all to win in this game, which is very unwinnable at this point. Let's go for the bot here. I want the bots to die more than anything. Take the shock, it vaults. Leave her on the ground. She's almost bled out, we can just leave her there. I assume the Jeff is going to go for the unhook. Yep, he does. Let's go push and get one or both of them. Maybe we are playing the Doctor, so it shouldn't be too hard to find the last guy. So give him a little zap. Said we're going to give him a little zap. Hey, don't you point at me. Yeah, I think with the Doctor he's got this like little dead zone like right in front of him where you can't zap. Which is kind of annoying. I'm not even going to bother with it. Let's leave him on the ground. Let's see if we can just find the Sable really quick. Oh, there you are. I really should not have been so committed to this 4K. I hear her. Can I zap her here? I don't think so. Look, lady, I don't know how you don't have max bonus points at this point, but I'm just going to put you on the hook. Okay, here goes the Sable. Now we just gotta finish off the Jeff. Okay, here he is. And there he goes. Sorry, Jeff. Guess metal conducts electricity. Let's see what they brought. Might as well claim all this crap. Oh, look, they brought some good stuff. There was a key there. There was a syringe. A flashlight. Didn't do him any good. Yamaoka. I like this map. And I like the Doctor. Although, this is going to be another pure slugging match, I think. Last was a bit of a hybrid, so let's go back to pure slugging for this one. The slugging playstyle, I don't know. And it's not terrible, I guess. It's just not for me. It's really strong, but I think it's mostly really strong just because survivors just don't bring the right anti-slug perks. Like, there's a couple of really decent anti-slug perks in the game right now. Like, We're Gonna Live Forever, and people just do not play them. Yes? Would you like to run out of this basement? Oh, hi. Oh, you've got calm spirits. You're not going to scream at all, are you? You know, guys, you can run out at any time. Oh, I see. You're here for your silly invocation thing. And your teammate's not happy about that, so he ratted you out. Well, you can both lie on the ground then. There's the Meg. She's got that kind of cool mask on. Cosmetic. I don't like playing Meg myself, but I do like that cosmetic. Those two are just going to scream in the basement. We'll see if the Allen goes for a save. Hopefully we can get a nice quick down here. Okay, so he's picking up in the basement. That's fine. See if we can down her and head back. Oh, that Tory that we downed down there was our obsession. Gotta keep that in mind. Okay, so they were directly below me. Basement is other side. Let's see if they're still down there. I just saw a Doctor down there, so they are still down there. Guys, please leave the basement. Why are you healing down here? Yeah, good. Run out. I know that other card is just standing down there too, but whatever. Oh yeah, she's got Calm Spirit. That always throws me off. Calm Spirit like suppresses your screams, so you won't scream, but it also like slows down the speed that you like cleanse totems and stuff for. So basically, survivors don't run them anymore because of the fact that you get that slowdown. But the perk itself is not terrible. Who am I chasing here? Okay, that's the Alan. We lost all of our stacks to save the best for last, but that's fine. We can just rebuild them right here. Okay, we zapped him in time to stop him from vaulting there. Keep him on the ground, just keep moving. It is really nice to not have to spend time hooking. Like, I definitely see the appeal there. Okay, Static Blast, we get both of them. They're both down here. Let's end the game. Okay, and he was down there. I think the Salad card gave up. Oh, now you're gonna run out? A little bit too late now, buddy. That was funny. Alright, well there you go. There's the game. And yeah, that was way faster than if I had taken time to hook them all one by one. And there's two. We'll put him up too. And that just leaves a Tory on the ground. And it was actually really annoying because I had a challenge to kill 8 people. And apparently having someone bleed on the ground doesn't count as a kill for that achievement, so for that challenge, so I had to do a whole extra game. It was kind of annoying. But oh well. She's not wiggling, but I mean, I'm already playing cruel, so I'm just gonna kill her. Not gonna wait for the Alan to give up on hook, just so I can try to find Hatch. Too much of a waste of time. Yeah, but there you go. That was another really fast game. So, you know, I'm not going to give Knockout itself the credit for it. I think it was more just the slugging in general that was strong. But Knockout, even against coordinated teams, can just buy you just enough time to, like, really get some, like, big momentum going. And once you do have that, like, really good rhythm going, it's just really hard for survivors to come back. Because it's hard to do gens when you've got multiple people on the ground, when you've been zapped a bunch of times, you're tier 3 madness, and you have to sit down and like snap out of it. You know, at that point, the game just quickly spirals out of control. So even playing like a low tier killer like Doctor, I mean the Slug playstyle can really make it strong. And we've played against like 0 unbreakables so far, or at least I haven't seen any that like made a difference. So, working out well for us. After these 3 matches, I played another 3 more with the exact same results. 3 or 4 Ks in every game with a bunch of DCs every match. Now, with Knockout being reworked, the perk will no longer directly encourage people to slug. But will removing this perk stop people from slugging? Simply put, no. Slugging is a powerful playstyle that unfortunately behavior can't outright remove without collapsing the entire game around it. I know that sounds extreme, but right now, after downing a survivor, the killer is very vulnerable to pallet stuns or flashlight blinds, and the only consistent defense a killer can do in these situations is to make sure that there aren't any nearby survivors. If someone is indeed hovering nearby, the killer has no choice but to slug the first survivor and chase off or down the would-be rescuer. If the killer is unable to slug, perhaps because every survivor can pick themselves up off the ground after some small amount of time, suddenly good survivors will make themselves extremely hard to hook in all situations by simply making sure that they always go down in the open or under a pallet while knowing that the killer simply can't leave them on the ground long enough to check around. If the killer is forced to pick up right away, then Flashlight or Flashbang saves, pallet stuns, and even more than a few perks will all need to be changed to avoid simply shifting the balance of power too much. So, what's the solution? Honestly, I'm not sure that there's anything behavior can do to totally fix the problem. They've already put in multiple perks that shut down slugging, and most people simply don't run them, since they won't get value every single game. And heaven forbid you run a perk and it doesn't get value every single game. That's why I'm turning to you. What would you do to combat slugging in Dead by Daylight? Or do you personally think that slugging is completely fine with the tools already in the game? Let me know in the comments below. And while you're there, don't forget to like and subscribe just to make sure you don't miss out on any future videos. And as always, thank you for watching.